埋め合わせはここでするから Shadow is alive この定めを背負って血となった記憶の数
What is going on, fellow YouTubers? Shadow Gamer AX coming at you with another Throwback Wednesday episode for you guys today. It is a very sad day. Not only that I have to have the season finale here and now, but preparing for season 4 is going to be agony. But it's all worth it for you guys. So, today we're going to be taking a look at Claimed and Claimed After Story, the whole premise of Claimed. Or Claimed, whatever you like to call it. I sometimes mispronounce certain names and titles, so forgive me in advance. But this is the definitive king of drama, the indisputable king of anime. It's definitely an anime that was one of the first that I've checked out that was drama. I'd say it's one of the kings of, emotion that takes you for a ride. I'm not kidding. It's basically been the definitive anime, basically king of drama for the last 2 decades, and we're gonna get into why after we get into the plot. So let's dive into this wonderful anime using the plot, the characters, and as well as the facts. So here we go. The plot goes a little bit of something like this. Tomoya Okazaki is a delinquent who finds his life dull and believes he'll never amount to anything. Along with his friend Yuhi Tsunohara, he skips school and plans to waste his high school days away. One day, while walking to school, Tomoya passes by a young girl muttering quietly to herself. Without warning, she exclaims, "Enpen," a popular Japanese food, which catches Tomoya's attention. He soon discovers that the girl's name is Nagisa Furukawa, and she exclaims things she likes in order to motivate herself. Nagisa claims that they are now friends, but Tomoya walks away, passing the encounter off as nothing. However, Tomoya finds that he is noticing Nagisa more and more around school. Eventually, he concedes and befriends her. Tomoya learns that Nagisa has been held back a year due to her severe illness, and that her dream is to revive the school's drama club. Claiming that he has nothing better to do, he decides to help her achieve her goal, along with the help of 4 other girls. As Tomoya spends more time with the girls, and he learns about them and their problems, as he attempts to help each girl overcome her rejective obstacle, he begins to realize life isn't as dull as he once thought. But that's not where the story ends, guys. It gets much darker and Claimed After Story. Now, Claimed After Story, the thing that the plot doesn't really tell you is that slowly but surely, Nagisa and Tomoya start dating each other. They fall in love, they have a kid. She ends up dying from that illness. Spoiler alert. Ultimately leading to Tomoya's instant depression. For the love of God, it's in a movie. Go look it up. Oh no, if you thought you were gonna get one subnosis plot, you think again, guys, because you're gonna get 2. So, in Claimed After Story, it begins after Tomoya and Nagisa graduate from high school. Together, they experience the emotional roller coaster of growing up, unable to decide on a course for his future. Tomoya learns the value of strong work ethic, and discovers that the strength of Nagisa's support through the couple's dedication and unity of purpose. They push forward to confront their personal problems, deepening their own relationships, and create new bonds. Time also moves in the illusionary world, and plants to grow cold with the approach of winter. The illusionary girl and the garbage doll are presented with the difficult situation that reveals the world's true purpose. I think that's all I will say for that one, because there's a lot that's revealed, and it's based on a visual novel. If you haven't read the visual novel, I'd recommend it. So with the visual novel, I think, the ending really does have an impact on you. A lot of people don't know how or what the ending meant, but I think the ending kind of meant where different versions, it's like a what if thing. What if Nagisa died, or instead of Tomoya, which I think was the actual premise. How would he go through that and help his daughter at the same time? There was a what if situation where Tomoya never ended up with Nagisa. There's a lot of different outcomes, and I think that's what Claimed After Story and the original Claimed had in common. They both had that feel. They both really tiered into a what if scenario, and with a great message to tell. I think appreciate what you have more. That is what I got out of it. This is my own words right now. So what I got out of these two series, and they are very emotional, they are very dark drama, and especially never take your life for granted. Tragedy may strike at any given moment. Treasure what you have, because if you don't, you're gonna live to really regret it for the rest of your days. That is what this anime really got out of me. I could tell that there was a lot of regret in Tomoya's eyes. There was a lot of regret that he could have done but didn't. And the drama and the emotions were very, very high. And I'm not talking about the sub version, I'm also talking about the dub. They really went out on this too. I just feel like everything that was presented was like watching an actual film or drama movie. And this was basically one of the first shows that I've ever laid eyes on. The story is just flat out amazing. It gives you certain scenarios where you're just like thinking, and this is why everybody's so thrown off with the ending. The creator left this message in mind. It could happen like this, or it could happen like that. Never take things for granted. Never take your life for granted. Never take certain things and blessings for granted. Things like your first love. Things that you learn. Things that you have so much knowledge about. It's a wonderful show. But would I recommend watching it over and over again? No, sir. Because, a one-time watch is enough for me. It's so crazy emotional that it's just not worth another watch, because I don't want to bawl my eyes out. So let's get into the actors and who plays who. The original anime ran for about since October 4th, 2007, with 2 seasons, and ended with March 26, 2009. The visual novel ran for about... Actually, it doesn't really say. But it did run for a couple... actually one movie, and as well as some more A lot of games, actually. Now, as for the actors, I'm only going to cover the English dub actors. You guys can look it up for yourselves, the full list of Japanese and English cast in the description box down below. I'll link them. So the person who plays Nagisa is Lucy Christian. She's one of my favorite actors, but she does Miyafuji on Strike Witches. She's done countless others. Shinki, I think she does the vampire one. Let's see, Ushio, Nagisa's daughter, is voiced by Lucy Christian as well. Tomoya is voiced by David Margarita, I think, in English dub. Ryu Fujibayashi, I think her last name is voiced by Brittany Kabrowski. You may also recognize her work on a lot of other shows, namely Railgun. Let's see, she's done a lot of other ones in Bamboo Blade as well, I believe. Her sister, I believe, in the story is named Kyo. She is voiced by Colleen Black Shelley in English dub. Fuka is voiced by Hilary Hang in English dub. She's one of my top 3 voice actors of the series, of all anime, actually. Kotonami is voiced by Emily Navis in English dub. Yuhi Tsunohara is voiced by Greg Artis, I think his last name is, in English dub. I got everything switched around. It's hard to tell which one's which. And lastly, Tomoyo is voiced by Katha Cooker in English dub. But again, guys, I will link. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention, these 2 characters play a big role as in the sequel, so I'll mention them as well. Nagisa's father is voiced by Andrew Love, and her mother is voiced by Kara Greenberg. So that about wraps things up for this episode. If you are new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, that way you never miss a video, and you'll be notified if I upload a video and when I upload a video. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've seen Claimed. And if you have, would you watch the series again? If so, why? In the comments down below. Personally, I wouldn't, because it's so emotional that I would probably lose my shit every time I'd rewatch it over and over. It's so sad that you just really can't handle it. for me anyway, but it is a one-of-a-kind classic, and it's a one-watch for me. It's one of the best dramas I've ever seen and ever watched in my freaking life. There's so much things that I can say, but the best way to put it in words is to use this song. It's one of my favorites growing up as a child, and this is how I'll end this series with a big bang. This song pretty much says everything that I want to about this series and expresses what this series and the meaning of the show is. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
My life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the day.